It's like your average dinner plate. So I recommend filling half that plate with non-starchy veggies. Your broccoli, your cauliflower, your leafy greens, asparagus, zucchini, all that stuff. Botanically, I know that some of these things are fruit, like cucumbers and zucchini and tomatoes, but nutritionally speaking, you're getting what you would find in a non-starchy vegetable as well. So I'd say load up on that stuff. You're getting lots of important vitamins and minerals, plenty of fiber, which is going to help make that meal filling. Then you want a quarter of that plate to be some kind of protein. Fish, poultry, eggs. I'm also a big fan of beans, peas, lentils, whole soy like tofu, tempeh, edamame is another example. And a little bit less on the red meat. Other protein sources, nuts and seeds, nutritionally. Incorporating some high-quality dairy products like plain Greek yogurt, kefir, using cheese as a garnish, like that's fine. But generally speaking, you do want to have about a quarter of your plate being some protein. And then you have, okay, one more quarter of the plate left. So what's that going to be? For some people, they feel best when that last quarter of the plate is a serving of starch. Again, I tend to encourage the more complex carbs. So things like whole grains, sweet potatoes, very high fiber fruits like berries, and a little bit less on the side of like the white breads, white pastas. Some people feel better with slightly smaller servings of carbohydrates. So for those people, maybe their version of the Overthink-Proof plate has that last quarter of the plate being a little bit starch, so maybe an eighth of the plate is starch, and then that last little bit is some extra healthy fat, maybe a garnish of nuts or seeds, some avocado slices, a little guacamole or hummus. So I tend to recommend following that formula for at least one of your meals a day, though I encourage 2 meals, so maybe lunch and dinner.